Hi there, my name's Elizabeth and I like to sew smart, and today I'm going to show you a little trick when you've got your blocks completed and you've come to do your sashing and your background fabrics, but the colours are very similar. So I'm going to show you a quick way, a handy way of defining your blocks with a background that is of a similar colour. So for the purpose of this handy hint, I've just cut a 6.5 inch square of plain green fabric, but if this was the fabric that I'm going to sash and border with, you lose it because it's all green, it's the same green. So in order to define the block, what you can do is you can cut a few strips, and they are 1.5 inches wide. Iron them in half, make sure they're ironed nice and firmly, and we're going to add one strip onto each edge, raw edges together of course, using a 1/4 inch stitch line. You will end up with like that much, roughly a 1/4 inch again on there, and I'll do the same down both sides. And when you join your fabric, your border fabric or your sashing, it gives it a definition that you didn't have before. So I'm just going to sew using a 1/4 inch across there, and I'll trim it across the bottom, and then I'll put 2 pieces down the side, and then I'll come back and show you how to put the strip on and how to finish it off. I've stitched on the pieces around the edge. They all measure 6.5 inches now, but if you note, they're not stitched here, they have a little picture frame effect. So now I'm going to take the piece of sashing, put it along the top like so. I'm going to stitch a 1/4 inch along there again. I'll pin that on. If I put the pin in this way, that will give you a better indication. I'll just pop that pin in there, and when that turns over and is pressed back, you've still got this little flap piece here like a picture frame, but it has a really nice effect in your quilt or your wall hangings. And then I'll put the bottom piece on the same way and pin it and stitch that back, and then 2 pieces down the side just like you would to frame. So I've joined my sides and the top and bottom, and you can see you've got a nice little frame all the way around, and it really gives it a nice effect, and it takes away the 2 similar colours. So I'm going to use this on a project for a little wall hanging for Christmas, a little tiny one with 3 windows, and I'm also using it on a Christmas bed runner that I'm currently doing. So I think it finishes off your blocks really nice, and I hope that you will find it very useful. This is my handy hint number 16, and I hope that you'll make great use of it. And I just ask you to like, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and have a look in my Etsy shop at all my other patterns that we've been doing over these previous months. And I hope you have a good day sewing and that you enjoy all of the videos.